Hey everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another third-party Transformers video review. And this time I have what's going to be the combined Prometheus video. So we have all the pieces right here. We're going to take them and show you how to transform each individual piece and combine them. First of all, we're going to start with the legs. That's usually where I like to start at. This guy's a little mistransformed because he's kind of hard to get next to here without the blades touching. But so we'll go ahead and move these guys out of the way, and we'll go ahead and start with we'll start with Bubblegum. Alright, so Bubblegum, pretty easy. It's pretty much like he is right now. This is usually flipped the other way around so that you have a full bumper, but you're going to flip this back this way so it's already started. And that's basically where the foot's going to go. And you're going to come down here to where the hood is. You're going to pop this apart and bring it so that it comes out here and then sits like that. And the connector's already straight up, so all we need is a foot now. And we have one foot done now. So. Alright, and for leg number 2, we're going to use warning line. So we have this guy right here, and once again, this is already in the back here, so it's ready for the port. And we're just going to take and split apart these wheels right here, and just go ahead and flip them down here. And we have the port right here. You got to flip this down so that the knee has access, and then we take the foot, connect that, and there you go, foot number 2. Alright, so now for the arms. Arms are a little bit harder, so we're going to start with Red Cross. And Red Cross, we've got to do a few things with him. So one, we're going to go ahead and we'll just go ahead and flip that out already. And then we'll start up here. And come here, and then so we leave this like this, and then we're going to make kind of the legs. So we'll take this and we're going to flip these out, these panels out, like this, and then tab them into here. Alright, and then once that's done, then we'll take and untab these from here, and then rotate all the stuff down like this. And then we want to take and we'll take and fold all this stuff up into here. And we're probably going to need to split the legs apart, just kind of because, so you're going to have to split this apart to put this in here. Come on. Come on, go. Okay, that's there. You want to take these, and just for aesthetics, just so it's not as blocky, just go ahead and put these up here. You're not going to want to pull out the feet, you're just going to do this. And then so we want to get the hand and connect the hand in here. And then we're supposed to be able to connect this back together like this with everything already like that. Alright, so that's like that. And so you can do it a number of ways. You can have it, because it's going to connect on this side, you can have it like this, which then it doesn't have its double elbow type thing if you do it like this, or you can flip it this way and then he has his double elbow like that. So it's really up to you. And then just depending on what you want to do, you can have this kind of like this, or you can, you know, try doing different things with it. I'm just gonna personally just leave it like this, but you can, like I said, you can take and You can flip this down and stuff, and you can do like when you transform him into like that, and you can kind of move the head up in here so that it's hidden. So you can do something like that if you wanted to also. So I'll go ahead and I'll leave it like that for right now. So it'll actually tab back in right there. Huh. Convenient. Alright. Alright, and then for VertiAid, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this off right now just so that it's out of the way. And then what we want to do is, first of all, we need to flip that down. And then go like this for right now. And then flip that out. And we want to disconnect this, disconnect that, and then we want to flip these back down. So it's kind of like we're building the legs down here. And then once we have that, then you want to split this apart, again, this tail section. And sorry, it's kind of the only issue that I'm going to have with this guy is that he does not want to tab in. I don't understand why there's like little tab things right here. That's kind of what I don't understand. There's like these little tab things right here, but they aren't, I don't see that they're used for anything. So if we rotate it around, then we get the double knees. I think. Dang, dude. Yeah, you should get the double knees if you rotate it around, but you're going to have issues with having a big type of forearm right there. So this right here, to get this out of the way, because it's kind of in the way, you want to take and rotate it so that it's like the arm. So you fold it up like this. God dang it. Sorry, I'm getting that a little too close to the camera. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing on the camera. Alright. Come on. What did I just do? Okay, I know what I did. Alright, so just switch that around like that. And it's up in the front, so you have all this stuff up here. So that this isn't now in the way, and you push this forward. You still want to leave this like this. So you get all this. Right, so you have all this stuff like this with these pieces right here. You want to split the legs apart because you need to insert the arm or the hand. Sorry, I don't have the official instructions for this, so I have to basically do everything off of a picture. So you can take this part right here, you can either leave it down, or you can leave it down like that if you wanted to, or you can actually take and raise it up and go like this to kind of have it out of the way. The only thing I really don't like about this arm is that there's no way to actually do the double elbow type thing on this side, just because of how the leg, or how this is actually made with the foot going on this side right here. So it's way too bulky if you flip this around. So you only are going to have the one joint on this side. You're not going to have the two ratchets on this arm. And there's I haven't seen a way to be able to actually fix that. So, and I think you can take this. It looks like you can actually take this, and there may be a way to disconnect this somehow and fold it down. Oh yay, I just broke it. Awesome. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, okay. So we'll just leave it like that, because now it'll stay. So that'll just stay. So you just saw it there. I just broke my figure. So. Yeah, I'm done with this company already. So that's the second piece off of this guy that's broken. So alright, let's go ahead and last piece, we have Hydrant here. So well, first of all, I'll go ahead and remove this ladder. And luckily we don't need to do anything with the ladder, so I'll just set that off to the side for right now. Alright, so I'm going to take this paneling and we'll start collapsing all this down. Untap from here, rotate this around, and all that's going to be connected like that. And then we'll take this, undo this, undo that, put that there, and then we'll take and rotate this around. Alright, so we have that. I'm going to take this, undo this. Okay. Alright, just popped off. The panel just popped off. It didn't break. And so usually what we do is we twist this like this, and then flip this around. So I'll go ahead and do this, and then I'll pop this panel back on. Okay. Alright, so let me show you how to do it on this side. So you take this, and you'll disconnect that, because there's a tab right here that tabs into the side of the leg. So you flip that down, flip that closed. Alright, and then we're going to take and rotate the leg around. Alright, so then we'll come this way, and actually we rotated at the wrong spot. So I have to rotate this whole part right here. This thing right here. There we go. So that rotated, and we'll take and split this apart. Very much stuck together. Wow, I've never had this much trouble with this thing. Jeez, what's holding it? Jeez, that's just stuck together. Alright, so next what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take and this goes like this. Rotate this here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up like this and push this in. Hopefully I don't whack that, because the combiner port then comes out here. So go like that and push that up just a little bit. Okay, until it clicks. Alright, so push that in. We'll get this started again. Okay, now that that's started, we'll take this, push this up until it clicks. Alright, so that's clicked. Alright, so we have that done now. Alright, so then we want to flip this down, but we want to flip it around and then down like that. Okay, so now I'm going to raise the camera up a little bit so you can see this. Basically, I'm just going to need it this far because you're not going to need to see the tip top because I'm about to crack it apart. So we go like this. And then we're going to take these, disconnect that from there, flip this around. And then we're going to disconnect that from there, flip these around. Alright. Now we're going to flip this all the way around. And then, okay, so we leave all this down. We're going to come up like this, and then bring these like this. Alright, so I'm just going to leave this like this for right now, and then I'm going to show you what to do with these. So you got to take these, and these are really hard to get out. So where are my tweezers at? So I'm going to take the tweezers, and we want to pull these up, and then flip these around, and basically this locks this stuff all together. That locks all this stuff together. Alright, so once that's all locked together, then we have to do some stuff with this. So that goes like this, and then this comes up on top of this. Like that. So this, I'm going to take and adjust it down like that, and then you want to raise this. See how it's going like that? And you want to put it on top of here. So like that. Alright, and then basically what you have to do is you have to put these kind of right here. Best way that I found to actually do this is to bring this up. We're going to bring this around this way. So we bring these up, bring this around this way, and then what you have to do is you have to kind of muscle it into there. So you're going to have to go and you're going to have to take this and pry it up just a little bit until this little tab right here goes into that hole right there. And then once that's in there, then you can take this down and that'll tab into here like that. So you can see that tab. There's two holes and then there's a tab, but you want to leave this like this at first. So you want to take this back around, and we want to see the hole, and I think I'm actually supposed to flip this stuff out right here. I think that's supposed to come out. Okay, so here into there. Alright, so it's into there, and then flip this part out. Alright, so now the easiest way to do this is just to go down like this. Alright, and then remember how I said that those are supposed to tab in? Those tab in. And then these flip up. And And there you have the chest. And that's the easiest way that I found to do this. The first time I ever did that, it was a pain in the butt. I didn't know how to do it. It took me like 30 some odd minutes to figure out how to do it. But actually when I took it apart, it came apart really easy, and that's how I figured out how to actually put it back together really easily. So now what you want to do is you want to take these shoulder mounted brackets, and you have to flip these up. Flip the shoulder mounted brackets up, and then last but not least is the head. So you take the head, rotate it around, and then there's a little slot right here, and there's a tab right there, and there's the head. You bring this up, tab that into there, and then there's your body right there. So now we want to connect everything together. So take this, firmly press on this. Probably be easier without this foot. The only issue that I have is you have nowhere to grab it because it has so many freaking panels on this guy. Alright, so that's locked on there. And this one's a little bit easier. Alright, so that's locked on there. Let's put this foot back on. Alright, so it's starting to look a little half decent right now. So we'll go ahead and bring this up, and you know what? It's a little up. Raise the elevator up as high as we can go. And then, so we want arms now. Dang it. These are a little bit rough because the actual connectors right there actually like to bend. Okay, so that's in. And you know that it's in when you twist it and it doesn't pop out. So alright, so now we need this arm. This is the only one that I haven't ever put on before, so come on, go in there. It's not in there. I know it's not all the way in there. The very first time you put one of these joints in, it's hella hard because it doesn't want to go in. For some reason, it's like you have to take and break it in the very first time you do it. Ah, dang it. Almost in there. Come on. Did it go? Did it go? I don't think it did. No, it's not all the way in there yet. No, it's not all the way in there yet. It's almost. It was close. Alright. Guy's doing all kinds of weird stuff right now. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I got it that time. Good. The only problem is that these little wheels are in the way. Holy crap, man. Yeah, but that's the way they show it on the picture. So the only real main issue that I have with this guy is the way that they did the shoulder joints. They seem to want to sag down a lot. I wish they would have made them a little bit more stable. In that, see, look, if I just go like this and I do it at the, it goes down like that, but it doesn't lock in with the mechanism up here. And then with this arm right here, you have the wheels in the way. Those wheels are, there's no place for them to go because they normally go on the back, and that's the back is up against the arm. So you got a lot of kibble on this guy. A lot of kibble on this guy. And then it also looks like, I don't know if maybe something that I did with transformation, I'll have to look at it in just a little bit, but it looks like he's tilting ever so slightly to this side. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just seeing that. But so then once you have that, then the ladder actually will go on his back. And like I said before, you don't need to do any switching on it because it's long enough that you don't have to do that. And then this right here will become his gun for his hand. So actually take this and let me see if I can get this in here. That, and then wrap his fingers around it. Yeah, that's pretty good. So he wields that pretty well. So that's not too bad, not too bad. So here, look, let me give a quick pan up and down, or down then up. As you can see, yep. Now, for articulation, I'll point to the joints. I'm not really going to turn them. So the head is on a ball joint, so you can go, you can look left and right, you can look up and down. Then you come here to the shoulders, and mainly the articulation is in with the joints. So you have the forward and back, and then you have the outward motion right here in this part right here, and then you have a swivel on the arm, you have that ratchet right there. You don't have the double elbow because I have it flipped around the way that it's actually showing for the instructions. Then you have your hand, you have each individual finger has its own segmentation on it. So let me go ahead and oh, dang. And these universal joints that they're using now are very weak. They used them on Ares, and they're using them on him, on Prometheus, and they're very weak. They have a lot of kind of wobble in them. These fingers are very tightly jointed. So it actually causes them to wobble a lot. See, there's no, that's in between a ratchet. So. And then you come down here to the legs, and you have your hips right here in with Hydrant. So it's going to have the same motion that his legs do. And then you come down here, the knees are going to be in with this, so it's going to be the same type of joint that this is. And then you come down here to the legs, or to the feet down here, and you have that universal joint that I was saying that they used with Ares, where you basically can do the toe like this, and then you can do it, I think you can do it side to side. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, there's a pivot on the post that allows it to turn, and then there's a pivot in here that allows you to bend the toe down and up. So sorry, I don't really want to deal with all of that right now, so that's why I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm lucky I even did this, because I was really dreading doing this video just because of all the issues that I had with him, and then to have, you know, this guy, I didn't have the instructions, so I didn't know not to mess with that, and it looks like on the picture on him that it's pushed down, that it's not there. So you can look at the picture right here, and it looks like it's not there. So I thought that maybe there was a way that you could unclip it and then slide it in or something, and undoubtedly that is not the case, so don't mess with that at all. Just leave that like it is, because it will break. They did a lot of really good things with him, with the clear plastic, with the paint apps and such. You know, it's just that he had a few defects in him, and that really hurt this guy, and hopefully that didn't hurt TFC in the long run. Hopefully they'll be able to make some other figures. I don't know, but if they really do make some more figures, am I gonna buy them? That's the next question. I don't know, with companies out there, you know, that are building some really good combiners like Toy World. You know, they have their issues also, but that was the very first figure. So hopefully, and with this next one, with their second release, they'll have learned from some of their mistakes and get that right. You know, it's not like every, you know, third-party company hasn't had their issues on like their first releases. So you know, I'm not going to fault them at that. You know, they went ahead and they released their fixes and stuff, and so I'm happy with that. These guys should have known better. This is their fourth combiner, and they shouldn't have been having these types of issues with this guy. So, well, with that, that's pretty much going to do it for my review of Prometheus. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.